Today, in Question Corner with Professor Snape, we will be answering the question, what do you do if your crush isn't texting you back? Simple. Move on. The woman I loved didn't love me back, and I still made it my life's mission to protect the spawn of her and my childhood bully. If I can do that, your mouth breeder can text you back about whatever Adam Sandler movie he's watching on Netflix.
Okay, Suki's gonna help me. I'm eating pasta out of Tupperware because I'm an adult lady, but I get this comment and Tom Felton and Alan Rickman all the time, so I need to know. I want to know in the comments, do I look more like Draco, Snape, or the Weasley twins? They're all hot, so I'm honored, honestly. Go. There's so much that I do not understand. Did they slay some rodents of extraordinary size from the Princess Bride, and then the rats punished them by making them become little chess pieces? So he lived, he became a hat. It's a beautiful image, but did he write a book into the Chamber of Secrets? The whole time he was just reading a book, and that's the reality he created. Also, can they not afford hats for the students now? And they have to give them lizard heads? Why do we keep killing animals? Okay, this one is stunning. That looks like an acrylic paint pouring tutorial, and I'm here for it. They did Fox so dirty and just made her all gray. The disrespect. Wow, Snape's not on this one either, but I guess their protection in the cave is knowledge. The books are protecting them from the Inferi, because knowledge is power.
Did you see that? She totally wants me. She winked at me with both eyes, man. Are you serious? She was blinking, man.
I find it interesting that up till a few months ago, Slytherins were the bad guys. No one wanted to associate with us. Then, with the invention of my Draco talk, Snape, Daddy, my father, and young Tom Riddle, suddenly everyone wants to slither in with Slytherins. Suppose I'll allow it. At least you finally developed some taste.
Dutch covers, let's go. I can't do a Dutch accent, so toaster strudel. I love the clean, crisp vibes. Like, this is definitely a poster. And also, I love that it's just focusing on the shoe. Who is this about? That red boot. I will not lie to you. I thought that Hedwig was driving that car. I did not realize that we were looking at the back of it. Pretty castle. Buckbeak, glow up. Also, the Dementors just look like frat boys who are doing their secret, society meeting. Has there been animals in that the whole time? Did it change based on the thing? I'm going to have to look back and see, but that's freaking cool if that's true. But where's their dog in the fourth one? Random frog. Cool. Is that supposed to be the mermaid? I love that we are focusing on my Hot Topic ponies. Gorgeous. Also, look how shiny they look. This one they said, let's focus on the column. Let's focus on the architecture. Espanol! I really like this one. It's clean. He's chasing the snitch. We got a little unicorn appreciation, and Fluffy has grown even larger, ruling the castle. This one speaks to me because you see that the snake actually looks more like a huge snake. I feel like the basilisk isn't that scary in the movies, but then when you think about how bendy and twisty real snakes are, okay, it puts a little fear into my chamber. Buckbeak, killing it. Harry, terrified. Hermione, mad that Harry didn't plan this out more. This is pure and wholesome because Harry's like, look at this golden egg. I'm Veruca Salt from Willy Wonka. I've got this golden egg that's going to cure all of my dreams. And then you've got the little Beauxbatons people who match the egg. Look, I know this is a serious part in the book, but I'm just loving this aesthetic. Voldemort just invites him to a chill bonfire, He hypes it up a lot, but then he's like, I just want to connect with you, What are your dreams? What are your hopes?
I am in love with another. Who is this man? He is Draco Malfoy.
Oi, Padfoot, any chance you're actually going to ask Moony out this year, or are you just going to continue to stare at him longingly and follow him around like a lovesick, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, puppy. Wow, Prongs, you really are campaigning for Butthead of the Year award, aren't you? Oh, I'm sorry, do you feel threatened since you're the current reigning champ?
Mom, Dad, I'm gay. Draco, we know. Not surprised.
What? I mean, how? Years 2 through 6, you wrote a letter home every week about how perfect Harry Potter was.
What? No, I didn't.
Should I go fetch them?
We have a witch in the family.
Isn't it wonderful? I was the only one to see her for what she was. A freak. Then she went and met that Potter, and then she had you, and I knew you would be just as strange, just as abnormal. And then, if you please, she went and got herself blown up, and we got landed with you. So, I got a haircut recently, and it's officially long enough that I can put it in a low ponytail. But, can someone explain to me why I look like a young Durmstrang boy who's looking for a Hogwarts lady to take to the Yule Ball? I mean, I'm not mad at it, I'm just saying, like, am I attracted to myself? Yeah, a little. Harry, do you ever miss people from your dreams? I mean, family who've passed, obviously, but the people you interact with that you don't remember ever interacting with in your waking life. You get lonesome because you realize you might never be able to contact them again or feel the way you felt when you were with them. Yeah, Luna. I do.
Roses are red, Harry Potter is lit.
You're going to go to Hogwarts and do spells and shit.
Hey, Snivelus, I made a little poem for you.
What are you wrong about, you mongrel?
Roses are red, violets are blue. I have 5 fingers, but the middle one's for you.
I'm going to find a shock collar.
That is not a cat.
Yes, it is.
Why is it inside out?
Do you have a plan? I don't even have a plan.
Paper, snow, a ghost.
What is Chandler Bing's job?
Who is your least favorite character in the Harry Potter series?
Dobby.
And why?
Dobby has displeased Master Malfoy. Oh, oh. Bad Dobby, bad Dobby. Hebrew Harry Potter book cover time, let's go. Stunning, immaculate. It's only in black and white, but for some reason it works. And look, Harry looks very precious and wholesome. Oh my gosh, holy lip filler. But Hedwig is just seeing into my soul. Maybe I've just been in quarantine too long. Excuse me, Mr. Centaur, let's keep it wholesome for the kids. And I don't know if that's supposed to be Hermione, but if it is, they did her so dirty. She looks like she just smelled a rotten hippogriff egg. Okay, look, I know that this is like focusing on Dumbledore and I hate him. He's my least favorite character. But I love this representation because it's just Harry yelling into the void that is Dumbledore. Just like, hey, maybe you shouldn't plan your whole freaking rescue of the free world on an 11-year-old and never give him any help. Oh my gosh, okay, this is stunning. I love all this. They're there. They're supporting him. We've got the Sword of Gryffindor. And then Voldemort and Harry just yelling at each other. Just a rap battle. I saw someone on here talk about how Harry Potter got abandoned on Halloween when his parents expired, and McGonagall's like, oh, maybe they're gonna call this day Harry Potter Day, and they pointed out that it would be Halloween, and it's like, dude, we're not gonna change Halloween to Harry Potter Day. But then I got thinking about it, and it's like, if anyone's gonna change one of the best holidays around to something about themselves, it's definitely gonna be Dumbledore and Harry Potter. Harry Halloween, it rolls off the tongue.
Oh, well, I tried to start a revolution but didn't print enough pamphlets, so hardly anyone turned up, except for my mum and her boyfriend, who I hate.
That was a hot mess inside a dumpster fire, inside a train wreck. That was the worst debate I have ever seen. In fact, it wasn't even a debate. It was a disgrace.
What's the word for horny, but not in a sexual way? Like, I'm horny for Halloween, but like, I don't want to fuck a pumpkin. You feel? Do you mean excited?
Hold on to your Nimbus 2000s, because the internet has done it again. So you know what, in the Chamber of Secrets and Draco Malfoy rips that page from that book in the bookshop where Lockhart's being annoying? Well, there's a theory I saw on the internet that the reason he ripped that page from the book was because it was talking about Basilisk. And that had me thinking, oh my gosh, was he freaking eavesdropping on his Death Eater parents and their little squad, and he knew something was going to happen with the giant snake in Hogwarts? And then he keeps it. He just keeps it. He never knows when the opportunity is going to present itself. And then he puts it into Hermione's petrified hand. I don't really know why or how he would have known she was petrified. Maybe he had an in with the basilisk and he was just monitoring the hospital wing for someone to get petrified. But think about it, because Hermione would never rip a page out of a book. Are you kidding me? That's like Ron saying that he would go on a keto, gluten-free diet. It's not happening. Draco helped the Golden Trio solve the mystery of the basilisk. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Well, I hope you didn't spend your entire fortune on hair gel, Potter, because it looks like you'll be paying some landscaping bills soon. What are you on about, Snape? Your spawn decided to play bumper cars with the Whomping Willow last night. Wicked. Lee horrible. Oh my gosh, is Hill right? He's fine, Lily. Besides, if there was any brain damage, I'm sure it would be hard to spot on him anyway. Surely something was done about it. I mean, that tree is dangerous. Of course. I threatened to expel him.
Enough from the clown!
Let's not blow this out of proportion.
You think you could steal from us and just walk away?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So Dementors, they're a thing. And I was like watching a clip from one of the movies, and I got to thinking like, wow, it's so crazy that this creature is out there just sucking souls. Am I right? And so I did some research on like the Harry Potter Wikipedia and some old Pottermore screenshots, and they were put in Azkaban literally so they could be contained. And they were just provided with, you know, all the humans they wanted to suck the joy out of, like little Jamba Juice depression smoothies. Why did I never think about that? Of course they needed somewhere to contain them. You can't just have a bunch of Dementors running around and being emo ghosts everywhere. Where do they do that with other creatures? I wish you would just admit that you made a mistake. I like my coffee better with salt, actually. Danish covers. I could so go for a Danish right now. Right off the top, giving me 80s Babysitter's Club vibes. Love that. He's standing on a tree, which is kind of confusing. Oh my gosh, he's mastering the Whomping Willow already in the first book. Loves that for him. And the castle looks like the Beauty and the Beast castle, except Harry's the Beauty and Voldemort's the Beast. Okay, this little dude in the corner is creeping me out. That's not a mermaid. That is literally Chucky if he needed to go to swimming lessons. But the eleganza of the dancing, of the swimming, Harry is crushing it. He doesn't need to defeat the mermaids. He just wins the dance battle against them. All this is all the simps just thirsty. Thirsty. And honestly, Harry's not that bothered. He's literally getting grabbed by the twins from The Shining, and he's just like, look, I just want my cup. They did my Hot Topic ponies so dirty, they look disgusting. Harry's shook, he can't even handle it.
Okay, so who's your ideal woman, would you say?
Wow, in a person,
Yeah, anyone?
I think I'd get in trouble if I said anyone but my missus, I think.
She was out of the picture. She's got
Well, it's always tough. Like, I'm always one of those guys who doesn't, I definitely don't judge a book by its cover, especially with, well, not just with girls, but I guess with guys as well, where, you know, people who sometimes look one thing are quite the opposite, and I'm far more interested in someone's personality. Like the girlfriend that I'm with now, I spent 3 months with her drinking tea and without even thinking twice, oh my god, this is an attractive girl. We just really got on well as friends. Yeah. She almost had to ask me out. She almost had to prompt me to say, yeah.
She said, come on.
Yeah, and I was like, oh yeah. Yeah, this is what happened. So yeah, it kind of came out of nowhere.
First TikTok impressions, I don't know what you call it. Whereas where he asks Goyle why he's wearing glasses, he just goes, "Oh, didn't know you could read." That's a fun one. But yeah, you know, there's so many. I can't believe people are still quoting them. To be honest with you, it's mental, but in a good way.
I have the feeling Something bad's coming, Liv. Something I don't think anyone's ready for. It's not just that. I mean, you have the usual racist, yeah, but no, this is a war. I was talking to Dumbledore a little bit earlier today, and he thinks he needs someone on the inside. If I want a future for our children, I have to. You love Harry Potter, but you don't want to support J.K. Rowling, but you still want merch and fun things from the world? Great. So, I want to start a shop where I make shirts, letters from your favorite characters that I can send to you. I can do personalized videos as separate characters. Suki's very excited about it in the background. So let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in. If so, message me on Lauren Taylor Vlog. That's my Instagram. And we can talk about PayPal and like what you want. I think that'd be cool. Like, should I do this? I think so.
The most terrifying thing about Voldemort was Ray Fiennes used to sit in a chair like this with his coffee, reading the newspaper, dressed, obviously, head to toe as Voldemort. Proper freaky, mate. Proper freaky.
Look, I know that Snape's whole thing is being a spicy little nugget and being serious and not smiling, and that's his aesthetic, that's his vibe, he's all. And I love that about him, that's why he's my favorite character. But I saw that someone photoshopped him with a happy little smile on his face, and it really brightened my soul, so I'm just... He's so happy. Maybe he's shifting into a reality where he ended up with Lily.
Speaking of boy bands, I've got one of my young fellow friends here from @lonely_Kermit. Was Niall looking like Draco on accident, or was this from the big plan from the beginning? That is pretty uncanny. I mean, he's giving it his best go. I think he's actually getting his hair for something. But he's solid effort. Or stunt double. He's welcome. He is more than welcome whenever you want.
Mine! That squirrel stole my nut! Ronald, he's a squirrel. What do you want from him? That was my post-lunch, pre-second lunch snack. I haven't eaten in an hour. I'm fading away into nothing. Ronald, I love you with all my soul, but trust me when I say I think you're gonna be okay. Look at him. He's even red like Gryffindor. He's mocking me. Why was a singular chestnut your snack anyway? You found it on the ground. Have you ever wanted a letter from your favorite character? If so, you're in luck. As of today, I am starting my letter writing business where I can give you a letter from your favorite character, written to you, personalized to you. You can tell me whatever adventures you want to go on or whatever inside jokes you two might have. Give me information like your favorite color. What do you want the nature of the letter to be? And I can make it happen. There might be some surprises in there. It might smell like them. It's going to be a very immersive experience. And I know right now with a lot of fandoms, especially the Harry Potter fandom, it's tough because you don't want to give money to people that you might not support. So this is a fun way to immerse yourself in it and not compromise your morals. So if that interests you or you just want more information about it, go ahead and message me on my Instagram, Lauren Taylor Vlog, or my personal TikTok, also Lauren Taylor Vlog. I'm so excited to make this magic with you guys.
Draco redemption scene. I'm not sure if you all know the answer to that. I don't. Well, I know we did do it. I think the redemption scene meaning the moment where he throws the wand back to Harry as he's sort of limp in Hagrid's arms. I mean, we shot like 3 different endings. I swear, we shot loads of different versions of how the book could be interpreted, sort of thing, because it was just too rich of a scene to be able to fit it all in. But yeah, no, I think it was too redeeming for Draco, really, for him to sort of try and save the day at the last minute. I like the scene where he's asked to recognize him. Go, is this him or not? And he says he can't tell, although maybe he can. Who knows?
I may not have been a wanted child, but now I'm the most sought-after man in the magical world. You're an escaped convict. Yeah, but I'm wanted by the police. Japanese book covers, let's go! So look, this one's kind of sad because you have Sirius just watching all the adventure happening with the Thestrals and everything, and he's just like, that's fine, I'll just sit here and lick my behind. This one I think is the 20th anniversary edition of the Order of the Phoenix, and this one just really makes me sad because you just see a big statue of oppression. Now, this Goblet of Fire one is actually like super cool. You see the freaking boat and the dragons are big, tall, skinny boys. I don't exactly understand what's going on here. I think it's Dobby and Winky, but I'm not 1,000% sure. It looks like he's trying to sell her some kind of back alley watch deal. Is it just me, or did the castle get an upgrade? Like, did we add on a few extra rooms? Did we add some marble countertops? What do we do? Because it looks like we're in the Hamptons now. I won't lie. This one spooks me because look how tiny Harry is compared to that big old mouth on that chamber. Chamber's another word for mouth, and they're in a chamber too. 2 chambers. Okay, this one made me emotional because you have Hagrid on his bike like he was in the first one. Ow!
I found out why girls call each other sis. It's because they're all calling the same dude daddy.
Alright, today we're going to be doing the Ukrainian covers. Dumbledore being a sneaky bitch. We knew this from the beginning. Is this hat actually Hogwarts? That ain't it, sis. Ron looks a little creepy, not gonna lie. Snape, my precious bean, I'm just glad he's on there. And okay, we get it, Hermione likes to read. I also don't understand what they did to Hogwarts. Dang, can you say glow up? Okay, I see you. Okay, we get it, Harry. You have a lot of money. Just kidding, I know it's the ball. Like, just let me make a joke, okay? I love this one because look how happy Ron is to be flying on a magical bird miles up in the air. And also Gilderoy looks like a doof, and I love that. Okay, I will say that the looks are stunning, but if this was realistic, Harry would be burnt like a little Pop-Tart that's been left in the microwave too long. You know, I like how accurate Buckbeak looks, but the thing that really speaks to me is just how happy they look. They're just having a little photo shoot for the cover of Vogue while riding a hippogriff.
Oh, yeah, the bloody chicken. Yeah. I tell you what, mate, that hippogriff, or whatever it's called, was a nightmare to work with. Untrained, no acting skills. Late for set every day. I mean, bloody hell. No one even talks about how hard it was for me to turn into a ferret at one point. It took years of training.
No, very much I did not. What are you talking about? Not me. Wrong bitch.
Breath therapy. The Dementors could use that. Good one, Snape. Mama's boy. For you, Black. Oh, wait, your mother hated you. Christmas in October. Why not? Nothing else makes sense this year. Anyway. Light bulbs. Maybe a Gryffindor could have a bright idea for once. Hogwarts. Am I getting any royalties from these?
Do you guys have shifting? Come again? What's shifting? Shifting. It's a tech term that I don't know. I'm not sure. Do not mention shifting. Do not mention shifting. Stop mentioning shifting. Okay. I just balls that up. Are we going to find out that there's something terrible afterwards? Don't set me up, please. None of you. What, sorry?
Oh, okay, that's what shifting is. Whoa. We're on dark TikTok all of a sudden.
Let's not.
We're on dark TikTok. Everyone, retreat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Liam, what is your Patronus?
Good question.
What is my Patronus? I've no idea. How do you work out what Patronus is?
Well, I always said a dog, but the snake is
We're
a
frozen,
little more...
big time. I'm going to pretend please do because you're frozen.
Action.
I'm still here.
Ian?
How do you work out a Patronus?
I don't know. I guess it's being like, what's the animal that you most sort of relate to? I always liked a dog or a bunny because they're strokeable, but they also like to cause a bit of mischief. I mean, it'll come to you, my friend. It'll come to you.
I don't want to be a bitch, but you guys are really boring.
Oh, hi, I'm in a food coma from Dairy Queen, and I thought, what a better time to do a Harry Potter accent challenge as created by Freya Griffiths 4. I've done a few of these, but I saw a new one, and I thought, I gotta do it, so let's go. I will not have you in the course of a single evening besmirching that name by behaving like a babbling, bumbling band of baboons. Don't worry, I can see them too. You're just as sane as I am. I'm going to bed before either one of you comes up with another clever idea to get us killed. Or worse. expelled. I killed Sirius Black. Harry Potter is dead. Ah, ha, ha.
I mean, if you could turn into an animal, what would you turn into?
Into an animal?
What animal would it be if it wasn't a ferret?
Well, other than this lazy queen down here. I mean, look, she's having a hard life right now. She's struggling. You all right down there, Wells? Are you comfortable? Yes. I've got to be a bird, haven't you? It's just that the nature of wings feels...
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, but also, yeah, what kind of bird? I like hummingbirds are so beautiful, but they are quite tiny, so maybe they, I don't know. What about you? Because a Patronus and your favourite animal is definitely different, in my mind.
What would I turn into?
How about a beautiful, slender rhino?
A rhino could be fun. A rhino could be a good time. We could do...
You're a muggle.
So my mama just surprised me with Hallmark Mystery Ornaments Harry Potter, so I was excited to see what I got. I was gonna hold it and try to guess what it is just based on its feeling. This could be Snape, actually. Oh, it's Harry. Close, but no cigar. Harry would be Snape if Lily's would have loved Snape. Well, she didn't. Oh, so cute. So wholesome. Round 2, which is exciting because we have to get all of our Christmas stuff this year because we've moved into a new house. We don't have a tree or ornaments or anything. I'm so excited. Okay. This one didn't want to come out. Oh, this feels different. This feels like there's hair. Oh, there's hair. There's hair and there's bumps, so it's Hermione. Is it Hermione? Yay! Ah, Hermione! Oh my gosh, look at her. Look at her. She got some highlights, queen. Oh my gosh, look how cute. Ah! Okay, speed round. Ask your mom Harry Potter questions. Let's go. Who's your favorite character?
Harry Potter.
Who's your least favorite character?
The guy with the long hair, the dad of Malfoy.
Lucius Malfoy? But he's so cute. Okay. Who's your crush?
Your Snape.
Twins. Okay, we'll fight. It's fine. What would be your favorite class?
Dark arts.
Well, ooh, Defense Against the Dark Arts? What would you order at the Three Broomsticks?
Oh, what's my choices?
Like butterbeer, fire whiskey.
Yes.
Butterbeer. What would be your favorite magical creature?
Like a mermaid?
Yeah, that's what you would do. Yeah. And then if you were there during the Triwizard Tournament, would you have competed?
No.
Barnacle, did you leave a big stinky cat burrito poo-poo on Umbridge's desk? You dastardly little minx. I love it. The Lion, the Witch, and the audacity of this bitch. Alright, students, I'll be handing back your exams. You all did wonderfully. All above 70s except for 142. What idiot got a 42? Frickety frack.
You ever want to talk about your emotions, Tian?
No.
I do. I know, David. I'm sad. I know, David.
Anything off the trolley days? No thanks. I'm all set. We'll take the lot. You're a real pole.
You can punch me, kick me, pull my hair. I am A-OK being stabbed. Biting and scratching are on the table. You can use fire.
These are the ground rules? Is there anything off limits?
Damn, man. You got something really sick you want to do, huh?
Hello, welcome back to me reacting to Harry Potter covers from around the world. Today we're doing China. Okay, first things first. The basilisk is terrifying and also giving me like Jafar from Aladdin when he turns into that big scary snake after he's trying to seduce Jasmine inappropriately. And then you have the bust of Salazar Slytherin just down in the left there, just over it. Like, honestly, was not picturing this when he thought about putting in a basilisk, you know what I mean? You know, the biggest thing that speaks to me about this one is that they made Fluffy look like a lion. Like, at first I thought I was reading Harry Potter and the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, am I right? And then I was confused about what that princess was, but it's the giant chess set. Now this cover is on fire. I'll go home. This one's iconic because it looks like Hagrid's hut should be on the cover of a wizarding version of Architecture Digest. Look at him styling. The Thestra looks like a dragon, and the Wall of Prophecies looks like the Wall of Play-Doh. All right, it's time for attendance. Mr. James Potter. Here, Professor McGonagall. Oh, I didn't recognize you without your glasses. Sirius Black. Yo, right here, Professor. Oh, I didn't recognize you with your mouth shut. Hey, what's up, you guys? It's me, Sirius Black, coming back to you on my Instagram here to remind you to put your Glade air fresheners in front of a candle, because then it will shoot a fireball at your guests every 9 minutes to assert dominance.
Come again. Enunciate, darling. Try using your words. I get.
You and I are about to unleash your nightmares on the world.
Toadies?
Number one.
Come again. Enunciate, darling. Try using your words. I get. I'm not the Tooth Fairy. I'm the Grand Guignol. Master of Menace. Sultan of Suffering.
King of the monsters and your babysitters. I almost feel sorry for you.
I have this wholesome AU that whenever Hogwarts students had their period or, you know, their time of their month, their Aunt Flo, their Crimson Tide, that the professors would like join together and really help them out. Like, even my homeboy Snape would brew them a cramp cure or a bloating potion. And then obviously our boy Lupin would give them the best hot chocolate shops or maybe a nice ganachery. And then you have Professor Sprout, who probably made them like little cute teas and maybe the best herbs to put in their heating pad for their ouchy insides. I'm just saying, it's wholesome. So I heard you want to know what the Marauders would be like when their partner is on their period. And here, just off the top of my brain, let's just spitball. Let's see what comes to mind. Obviously, Peter would be the one who like does not pay any attention to them and is just like, are you on your period? Anytime they disagree with him. And then we've got Lupin, our sweet, sweet boy, because we know that he'd be coming in clutch with the best chocolate. He'd be giving all those perfect back and feet rubs. And he'd probably just write you like a really sweet letter like, oh my gosh, if I could destroy this period, I would. Sirius Black would be like really aggressive in wanting to make sure everything was perfect. Like, want to make sure that he has the right shows up in your Netflix queue, the right snacks, you know, all of that. Like, he'd be hyper aware, and I love that. And then James Potter would be very much into like running and getting you whatever you need, but then making sure that he was the big spoon, cuddling you as close as possible at all times.
Maybe I'm the problem. No.
Tom Felton himself has issued a challenge to see who can say Potter the most like him, and since I get told I look like him all the time, I figure, well, if it's all in the family, I should give it a whirl, right? All right, let's go. Potter! Potter! Is it true that you fainted? I mean, you actually fainted. Training for the ballet, Potter. And lastly, let's bring out the old wand for the classic. Scared Potter. Thank you. Thank you. And Tom, let me know when the next family reunion is. Okay, thanks.
Do you have any history of mental illness in your family?
I have an uncle who does yoga.
Allergies?
Cowardice and weak-willed men. And hazelnuts.
Sexual history?
Epic and private.
Okay.
The Dursleys of Privet Drive were happy to say they were perfectly normal, thank you very much. Oh, you don't keep your nephew under the stairs and use him as your personal boy servant and give him abuse that will take years of therapy to undo? Oh, No, no, no. You see, what I think it is that my mom loved me so much and put me on this pedestal, and my father was distant and didn't love me enough. So I think that I'm the best thing that hopped off the Hogwarts Express, but also that I'm never deserving of love, and I get very clingy to anyone who shows me a monochrome of affection because I need that male figure in my life. And it's also complicated because Draco comes in here bullying me, and because I've been brainwashed by the patriarchy, I'm like, oh, he must love me, which makes no sense. Then his dad came to parent-teacher day, and I'm like, look at that man. Not to mention, my grades and potions are failing because every time Snape talks, I just start picturing our wedding and like the kids we're gonna have and like how.
We have a witch in the family. Isn't it wonderful? I was the only one to see her for what she was. A freak. And then she went and she met that Porter. And she had you. And I knew you would be just as strange, just as abnormal. And then, if you please, she went and she got herself blown up. And we got landed with you.
Super fun. Scrolling Facebook the other day, seeing what pyramid schemes the girls I went to high school with are getting involved in nowadays, and I came across this meme where the word wand in Harry Potter was replaced with the P word. They connected, they bonded, it's sweet. Absolutely repulsive. Licorice is disgusting. I would hope so. He got it caught in one of the vines. The stretchy dude from Fantastic Four is quaking. I want to make this very clear. This is only for 18 plus Harry Potter stands. So if you're not 18 plus, just scroll. Just go watch Draco Talk AU. Okay, great. Adults here. So I just have a traveling question. Do you think that Narcissa Malfoy ever went to Paris with her husband, Lucius, and Snape? Maybe the Eiffel Tower? I was just traveling. So if you've ever been anywhere near Draco Talk, you know that Tom Felton is currently in A Babysitter's Guide to Monster Hunting. I'm now beholding the program for the first time, and I thought, wouldn't it be silly if I had a crush on Tom Felton in another movie he's been where he's playing a bad guy / villain / person you shouldn't have a crush on? And then I started watching the film, and I definitely have a crush on him. Is it healthy? No. Should I be attracted to the boogeyman? Absolutely not. Will that stop me? No, you bet your sweet boogie it won't.
These days, so I wash my hair. Silly, right?
Yeah, silly. Jenny, why are you staring at me like Smeagol who just saw the last ring? Don't hurt me, okay? I didn't take all your conditioner or shampoo or anything, okay? You can keep showering. I'm so sorry. Hey, Harry Potter fans, smoothie thought of the day. I always think it's interesting when people are like, I don't understand how Tom Riddle got such a following. He's so evil. And then they're all like, oh my gosh, Tom Riddle in Chamber of Secrets is so cute. The same people who were confused how he got a following. And it's like, Tina, you just simmed over a 2D version of him in an AU with dramatic music behind it. And you're telling me that if he came up to you in the 3D, 4D real world, that you're not going to smell his cologne and do whatever he wants? Okay. Here's some Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone or Philosopher's Stone facts that are going to blow your little Potterhead mind. Did you know that apparently originally J.K. Rowling, she who must not be named, was originally supposed to be Lily Evans in the Mirror to Erised scene, but she turned it down because she didn't think she'd be a good enough actress and would ruin the scene. You probably know that Peeves the Poltergeist was originally in the movies, but did you know that when his kids went to see the movie, they thought their dad was still in it, but they thought he played Hagrid? I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but I mean, good for him. Daniel was originally supposed to have green eyes like in the book, but the contact lenses were just freaking him out too much and he turned out to be allergic to them, so they had to cut it because he was reading too many scenes with, like, you know, his painful tears. Same thing with Hermione's teeth. They were just too big and you couldn't understand what Emma was saying. Rupert's audition was him dressed as a female teacher of his and rapping. It took those precious little owl beans 6 months to learn how to carry letters in their beaks. What stars? Oh, Ron, we've got to get going. Where's Hermione? Wingardium Leviosa. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. Found her.
Daddy, 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 daddy.
Obvious. Would I make my 7 Horcruxes? I'm glad you asked. First things first. A sock. I'll put it in the dryer, never see it again. Next, a molecule of serotonin. Nowhere to be found. A non-turf J.K. Rowling tweet. A 4th digit in my bank account. It'll never appear. A bobby pin that I put somewhere specifically so I won't forget where it is. My father's love and respect for me. And lastly, a grain of sand, because come on, obviously. So apparently, she who must not be named said that this sorting hat made 7 mistakes in the history of Hogwarts. First of all, okay, sorting hat making mistakes. You can't just throw things out there and then not say who they are. And also, is it canon, is it not? That just ruins the whole idea of a sorting hat and it being right. Because then what's the point of a sorting hat? Why don't we just all go wherever we want, or at least take a standardized test or something? Anyway, not the point. The thing that made me mad is that she said Snape was supposed to be in a different house and he shouldn't have been in Slytherin. Excuse me, Slytherins can be just as chivalrous and brave and smart and kind as all the other houses, so no, he was our Slytherin and he was our boy and he was the most important factor in winning the war. Fight me. So what I want to know in the comments is, who else do you think was a mistake? Do you think Harry was a mistake? How about Umbridge? Peter Pettigrew? I'd love to know in the comments below. I'm gonna go cool down now.
In here. Gotcha.
Hello, my name is Incorrect Harry Potter, and this is my audition for PS2 Argus Filch. Got you! Hey, so remember when that trend was going around where everyone was doing those Amortensia AUs and it was all like, ooh, what does your potion smell like? Who do you have a crush on? Why was it that parchment was always involved? I mean, I get it. I'm guilty of it too because it's such like an old-timey mystical magical thing, but like it's paper. Why are they all so lusty for paper? Oh my gosh, have you ever looked up which Harry Potter character has your sign? Like your zodiac? I used to think I was a Gemini for like 24 years. Turns out, no, I'm a Cancer. I don't know how to explain those 2 personalities. But anyway, that's not the point. Turns out that I am a Cancer. Characterized as being loving, prudent, imaginative, and protective. But also moody, overly sensitive, needy. And possessive. But wow, the needy, read me to filth. So anyway, I realized that I'd never actually looked up like what character has my zodiac sign. I mean, back in the day, I looked up my Myers-Briggs people and like who I was. And I was like, okay, let's see who the Cancers are. Dobby! I'm freaking Dobby, man! I hope that I do him proud. It doesn't matter, he's not around anyway. Too soon. Also, apparently, freaking Dudley Dursley. I'm not gonna think too much on that because I'll get sick. But then I'm the Prevail brother who uses the cloak of invisibility, man! I got so freaking hyped about that it was not healthy, but you need to do...
To you, I swore to protect you. I made the unbreakable vow.
They did my husband so dirty. His teeth don't even look like they're connected to his face. And instead of a rich velvety baritone, he sounds like a... For all those people who doubt my boy Snape, and you're allowed to, I'm not going to judge you for it, but just another reminder of another awesome thing that he did for the wizarding world. When he was dueling Minerva all like, bah, bah, I'm not a bad guy, but I can't tell you because it's a secret. And she's like, coward. He's dueling her, and then right before he turns into like a bad demigorgon something out the window, he takes the spell and goes and gets down the Carrows because he knew that they were trash people and he had to get rid of them before he left the... Although I guess he could have trusted Minerva, but it's just fun that he did that little spell that knocked them out before he left. So, not only is he a good guy, he's also really good at spells, okay? And yeah, maybe he had a lot of, he had a lot of gray area, but 50 Shades of Grey, what? Are you ready? Ready? Go get it! Go get it! Yeah! Good job! You'd be a Quidditch star in no time. Not to be controversial, but the people of TikTok would thrive right now in the Harry Potter universe. I mean, we could totally overthrow everyone in power. Our acting skills are freaking on point from all of these POVs and AUs, that we could just totally infiltrate every secret society. And our emotions are impenetrable because at this point, we're just numb. Dumbledore's army? Pff, more like the TT army. What's good? I'm back with another personality question to tell you more about yourself. Harry Potter fans, blind react to this because this is going to give you a lot of insight about your Hogwarts house. So, the questions are going to be one by one. I'm going to ask them. Make sure you answer them before the end when I'm going to tell you what each one means. Okay, first one's first. What is your favorite animal? 2, what is your second favorite animal? 3, when you think of the ocean, what do you think of? And 4, when you think of darkness, what do you think of? All right, the first one is how you see yourself. The second is how you see your partner. The third is how you see love. And the last one is how you see your expiration. So, message down in the comments what you got, and I'll tell you what that tells you about your Hogwarts house.
Have you ever considered that you ask too much, that you take too much for granted? Has it ever crossed your brilliant mind that I don't want to do this anymore?
Whether it has or hasn't is irrelevant.
Well, you know what, Mom? I wish it was a phase, because now it's been 8 years and I'm still wearing black every day like I have something to fucking prove. Ah!
So I actually know someone who's very close to Tom Felton, and they met when they were younger, like in grade school, and I met her a few years after she met him, and she had a crush on him first, and then he had a crush on her later, but they never had a crush on each other at the same time. And then, you know, they've been close for years and years, and now I heard that they may be dating. Her name is Emma. I should be asleep, but I'm not. And someone sent me this little factoid. If you remember a while back, we were talking about Dobby and how there's like a site where you can lay socks and precious little offerings to our sweet little elf boy. And turns out they did remove it due to too much foot traffic, and it was damaging the beach ecosystem, which I swear I'm not stupid, but can someone please explain to me like what that means? Does that mean that people were leaving their Laffy Taffy wrappers everywhere, their used retainers? Like, what's the situation? Or does it just mean like erosion from walking around all the time, and we can't have turtle nests and little, what is sea pigeons? Seagulls. We have seagull nests there if people are always walking around being obnoxious. I don't know. I'm curious. So if you know anything about beaches or ecosystems, or if you studied anything other than theater in college, just let me know. Like, drop it down in the comments. Okay, thanks.